Wanted to tell you about my morning. My shower, my hair's still wet. I'm staying in a hotel. This is the shower situation. So coming in this morning, I look up and I see, oh, right, the towels are above the toilet. The first day I got here, I asked housekeeping to come and lower the towels so that I could reach them. But then the next day, they got put back up. So I had to roll beside the toilet, avoiding this rubber dam, and use my comb to reach and be like a reacher to pull those towels down. I just about didn't close the lid on the toilet, so of course they would have dropped right into the toilet. That was step one. Step two was getting myself into position here. The L on the bench is backwards, so it means getting your chair right in to the shower to have enough space to transfer and avoid that rubber lip. The floor is center drain, so lots of slope, which means my wheelchair is doing this as I'm trying to transfer. And I'm transferring with my shoes on because it protects my toes when I jam them into the wall. So I keep my shoes on, and then I'm sitting on the bench trying to reach down or lift up my foot, like reach down to my foot, can't do it without toppling forward, and I can't lift my leg up because I'm having to hold on to that grab bar. So I didn't even know how I got my shoes off. Eventually I did. I almost just showered with my shoes on. And then sliding my leg up and down to try and get my shoe, the edge of the bench is really sharp. So it's like, I can't feel it, but feeling like I'm gonna grind my skin. So I already had the shower wand down and it was wrapped around and then onto the floor. So I had to pull it up. I can reach the temperature, but I can't reach the post that the wand attaches to. So even if that was lowered down, like the holder part, it's too far from the bench for me to reach. So I jammed my face cloth into the grab bar and then stuck the shower wand in there. And I'm gonna roll back so that you can see behind the bench is a grab bar. And that there is no code that says to do that. That is wrong. And it is wrong because when you're sitting on the bench, you should be leaning against the wall, not being pushed forward by that grab bar. So the whole time I'm sitting on this bench, I have to hold on to either the bench or the grab bar because I'm leaning so far forward that my lack of core balance and muscle and support means that I can't just sit there. Like I can't just sit straight up. So then I'm washing my hair with one hand because I'm holding on. That just takes longer. I'm sitting on that bath mat that's folded in four there. I sat on that while I showered because the bench has no padding. And when I sit on a surface that's not padded, I get what's called autonomic dysreflexia, which is my body saying to me, something's wrong. So I shower with that. I always fold a bath mat and shower with that. I like the little niche, so able to put my razor blade there. Reaching the soap, shampoo, body wash, it's doable, but it's from a really awkward position. I'm like doing it kind of like this because you're trying to catch it while squeezing it at the same time. So it'd be easier if it could be a two-hand operation, but I don't have the strength to do that. Okay, so then I showered and I had wrapped the curtain because my chair was kind of right there. I wrapped the curtain around it and it's a pretty lightweight curtain. So it's around my chair like this, protecting it. And I'm in there and I need to get it off of from around my chair. And it was like if it had a nice long pole on it I could just shoot it back and make it out of the way so that it doesn't become like a wheel trip hazard. So then I'm here with my chair. Over that little rubber lip. So I'm basically right here. So now I've got to work myself backwards over that. The roll-in shower takes a little bit of extra energy. So, in conclusion, all of these things need to be done anyways. You're gonna put in a grab bar, you're gonna put in a shower wand, you're gonna put in soap, you're gonna install a bench. Those are all the things that need to be done. Let's tweak the way we do them and make it as easy as possible to have a shower when you're in a hotel. That's it for me. I need to go back to bed. I forgot to mention, the whole time I'm doing this video, I'm actually using my phone as my mirror here at the counter because I can't see. Can't see my face. So if you're a wheelchair user and you're probably like, but that shower looks so great. It's like better than most of the hotels I've ever seen. I agree. And that is why I booked this hotel, because they showed pictures and I thought, oh yeah, that looks pretty good. I can make that work. And I did, and most people would. But when we're doing things anyway, like why not do them so that they work to make it the best experience that people have had away from their house. Heck, some people might even find this better than their shower at home. So coming to a space like this would be like relaxing as opposed to stressful. And then what that does is that makes me and others repeat customers. So when I find a hotel in a city that I like, I go back. Halifax, I always go to the Lord Nelson, but Vancouver, I have not landed in what I consider to be the best available accessible hotel. So we have works to do, folks. We have work to do, folks. So I was thinking as I was drying my hair, it's also about product choice. So if you look closely at the grab bars, you see that they have no slip resistance on them whatsoever. They're pretty glossy. So when I'm sitting on that bench, if I have soap on my hands, it's slippery. The other thing is the shower wand holder. It is not one that can easily be adjusted. It's like twist, 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 and it's got a thing that you have to loosen first. So picking a shower wand holder that can easily be adjusted up and down, that would be great. And then the other thing that I mentioned before was the shower bench and having it as padded to protect skin, all of those things. So we need to like change the way we design products to maximize the safety and the accessibility that goes along with that. Maybe it's not actually make better products. The products are out there. Let's spec products that are better.